Avengers! Assemble. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's the Prevengers here, guys, and welcome back to another Marvel Feature Fight video. Today, we're here with the May update sneak peek number 2. We are getting another Guardians of the Galaxy update, a third Guardians of the Galaxy update, and it will be a mid-month. So let's go ahead and get straight into actually watching this sneak peek, and then we'll go ahead and talk about everything that you need to know. So let me go ahead and pause the music here, and here we go. And there you go. So let's watch it one more time, and I'll zoom in here, and then I'll go ahead and give some commentary here. So basically, we're also going to lower the volume a lot because it is way too loud. Adam Warlock is getting a brand new uniform, and along with a brand new Tier 4 upgrade, if you can see right there. You have to really pause it right at like the beginning of 2 seconds because it glitches. But there you can see Tier 4 Adam Warlock. If you didn't see that, I already posted on the community posts as well. I try and post those for you guys to keep you guys updated if you haven't seen the sneak peeks, by the way. But yeah, Adam Warlock's getting a brand new uniform and a Tier 4, and the uniform looks amazing. It looks very accurate to the movie if you haven't already seen it, and the trailers. The only thing is his face does look a little different. It looks a combination of the actor who plays in the movie and Adam Warlock's comic accurate look when he's young as well. So I like how they combine the two there. And he also has the sort of stone figure in his forehead, even though he doesn't have the stone, just like in the movie. So yeah, I'm not going to spoil too much. If you haven't seen the movie already, go check it out. But Adam Warlock's getting Tier 4. So before we talk about what that means, because it's a huge impact on the game, let's go and see what MFF had to say. The perfect life form, the engineered being with the great abilities, has returned with evolved powers. And then that's all they say on YouTube. If we head over to the forums, they say a little bit more. They say, greetings, agents. To see a fragment of Marvel Future Fight. The engineered being with great abilities has returned with evolved powers. So again, evolved powers being used a lot. And the perfect life form. Check out how this superhero, so he is a superhero, with a new look and power will affect the Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, I believe it will majorly affect the Guardians, and not just them, but all of MFF. This is huge, guys. They also say, we will announce more information through the patch details later. Thank you. So unfortunately, that's all we're getting for this update is Tier 4 Adam Warlock in a brand new uniform. We could get some other bug changes and maybe quality of life stuff if we're lucky, but otherwise, that's it. So, look, MFF has never done 4 parts to 1 update. So if I had to guess, this is it. With this update, we will begin the uniform collection event. Obviously, we'll wait to see that when the patch notes comes out. But they've never, ever done a 4-part to an update. So it does have me worried that we're not going to see Drax and Nebula or the High Evolutionary. And I know a lot of you guys, as you can see here, just a couple comments that I just showed you guys, a lot of people were hoping for those two. So, and even High Evolutionary. So it kind of sucks. I do think they're really missing out on not giving Drax and Nebula uniforms and upgrades because they both deserve it. They're both Guardians, and especially Drax being a day 1 Guardian. I feel like he's getting really cheated out of it. Nebula, fine, you could argue, okay, we already gave her a Transcended. But if you haven't seen the trailer, spoiler, with the cool arm that she gets, there's so many cool animations they could have done for that. And then, like I said, Drax is a day 1 Guardian. Why is he not getting a uniform? I could be saying this preemptively, and we might get our first ever 4-part to an update, but I highly doubt it. I feel like if they were going to do it, they should have just put it here because this does look like another mid-month update when we were supposed to be getting a actual big update. So I'm assuming the next update is going to be huge, or I don't know. I don't know what they're saving for. Maybe Luna Tier 4 and a bunch of summer stuff for the next update because it'll be in June. Who knows? I'm not sure. But this update is looking a little lackluster, especially if you don't have Adam Warlock. There's not much for you in this update, obviously pending the patch notes. But what does Tier 4 Adam Warlock mean? Because it means a whole lot, guys. Because if you didn't know, Adam Warlock currently at Tier 3 with his latest uniform is used heavily in Otherworld battle, and a lot of people still use him in Timeline battle. So him getting a Tier 4 is going to automatically right there push him to break the PvP meta, not even considering the fact that he's getting a new uniform. So with the new uniform, they could make him even stronger. I don't know if they're going to kind of pull a Thanos and change him from PvP to PvE, or if they're going to do a Gene and just up their abilities even more and just make him broken for everything. And honestly, that very well could be. He could be the next Gene. He could be broken in GBR, in World Boss Legend, in Timeline Battle, and Otherworld Battle, and maybe even farming. I think Gene will probably still overtake him there. But that is the most likely outcome. We could see them throw a wrench at us and make it a little more balanced and make him PvE oriented. But the problem is that if you still have his old uniform at Tier 4, that uniform's going to go crazy in PvP. So either way, he's going to be broken. You know, like there's no scenario where Adam Warlock is not broken, especially because he's one of the most expensive characters in the game. So then that's when I started doing some math, because if you don't know, I don't have Adam Warlock unlocked. So he costs 6,600 crystals right there, plus a uniform that's going to be 2,500. If it's on sale, then it'll be 1,500 crystals. That right there is 8,100 crystals for this man right here. Just to get him in general and buy his uniform. That's how much it's going to cost. Not to mention, Tier 3 materials are going to be double because he is a native Tier 2. And his Tier 4 materials are going to be, I think it's like 1.4 times the amount because he's a native Tier 2. Now, I have enough Soul Default line that I could Tier 4 him. The problem is crystals. I'm currently at 1,700 crystals. I need 8,100. So MFF might force me to pull out the wallet. I'm not saying I'm going to, but I might have to spend a little bit of money just to get some crystals, because he's going to be broken, guys. He's going to be just like Gene. And honestly, if you can't beat him, join him. So honestly, what I'm going to do, and what I suggest a lot of you guys do as well, is wait for him to come out. Wait for the patch notes, first of all. Like, before anything, wait for the patch notes. Then wait for him to come out. See how he does. See if he is another Gene. And if he is, does he have a big flaw or big sort of mistake they made with him where you can take advantage of it? Because like Gene is obviously reflect, but if you have another good character on your Timeline battle team, it won't matter. But Adam Warlock, if he doesn't have a flaw, then you're going to have to get him. And if he's just as broken as Gene, you're going to have to get him, and that's what I'm going to have to do. But if there's a major flaw, and if he is not as valuable as we think he's going to be, then I might skip on him. I'm not sure. It looks really cool, so it is very tempting to get him. But I am really going to look at usability, and obviously him being a native Tier 2, the second native Tier 2 that's going to Tier 4, actually third, it's more than likely he's going to be broken. And even if he's not, they're just going to pull a Thanos and realize that he's not good enough, and then just go buff the garbage out of him to make him cracked. So yeah, 8,100 crystals down the drain later might be what we're looking at. But we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, I would highly suggest waiting until he actually comes out to see the testing and see how well he's going to do. This does kind of suck for us because I'm hoping that there's some quality of life changes in there. Because if we skip Adam Warlock, we're going to have another update where I don't get to do the character review. And it's going to be pretty lackluster. And I'm going to have to come up with some good ideas for video making and whatnot. But we do have a pretty good idea right now on what we should start doing. We'll talk about that in a couple of videos, probably when the update comes out, because then we'll be able to decide if we're going to go with that route. But that's something else to talk about. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick sneak peek breakdown. Like I said, start saving crystals, start saving Tier 4 mats. He's going to be the next Gene. If you don't know already, Gene's broken. He's going to be Gene Part 2. So be ready for that. That'll do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick breakdown. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, guys. And welcome Toxic Adam Warlock Tier 4, who's going to crush the meta. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.